The car, walk the dog, even go shopping. Bristol Rovers fans didn't know what to do on Saturday lunchtime. For the first time in a decade, there was no 2-hour round trip to Bath. Some who'd refused to make that journey were back for the first time in 10 years. Others were attending their first ever game. An historic occasion for the blue and white half of Bristol. A parade of players and managers of the past revelled in the happy ending. The Rovers return.
I mean, I got here at 10 o'clock this morning and there were 5 boys just coming in with their flag, and I said, "You're early, lads," and they said, "Well, we've waited 10 years for this day, so we're going to sit on the terraces and we're going to enjoy every minute of it." And I think that's what it's all about.
If I'd have been getting married today, it would have been cancelled. It's that important. It's brilliant.
We're home. There'd be more fans coming to the games because they haven't got to travel so far. Just our crowds would go up and just, well, we'd just be taking Bristol by storm again.
Will it be an emotional afternoon for the fans?
Very, very. It deserves to be as well.
This is the spirit that's always been there. And I'm amazed that in these times, in the modern times, that spirit's kept going. And I think it's magnificent. I think we're the best supporters in the world.
For so long, Eastville was home. Bobby Gould, Terry Cooper and Gary Mabbutt were among those players to grace Rovers' spiritual birthplace. But a fire damaged Eastville in the early 80s, and there was no money to upgrade it. Rovers were tenants, and by 1986 they had to move to survive. Bath City's Twerton Park was the only alternative, and so began a nomadic existence. Jerry Francis was the manager. His office was a porter cabin at a local chocolate factory. Rovers played on the steepest slope and the worst pitch in the league, but they maintained a hardcore support, and their results outshone their richer neighbours Bristol City. In 1990, Rovers' cut-price team won the old Division 3.
We had some big sides come down there, Blackburn and hammered them 4-0, and you know, it really gave us a bit of a boost. Other people come down and the dressing rooms were tight and, oh dear, I don't fancy this too much, and we just got on with it, rolled our sleeves up and got on with it. And sometimes that can, if you're the underdog all the time, it's a nice way to be.
Having survived, Rovers now aim to prosper, sharing Bristol Rugby Club's memorial ground. Back in the city, barely half a mile from Eastville, they'll attract new sponsorship, and the completion of a new stand in December will take capacity up to 12,000. In the long term, there should be a new stadium for Rovers and the rugby club.
We were just existing, and that's been the frustrating thing as far as the directors are concerned, that we've not been able to do anything to take the club forward. And it's like really having a straitjacket taken off of us today, because the opportunities that we have now for Bristol Rovers and to make this club a bigger club are tremendous.
Ian Holloway's determination to make the homecoming extra special was mirrored by each of his players. Urged on by the player-manager, Rovers were celebrating their first goal at the Memorial Ground in just 12 minutes. It was a talking point in its own right. Did Lee Archer's glancing header cross the line? The officials made their decision instantly. It would have taken courage to disallow it. And the replay suggests they were right. When Bristol Rovers won promotion in 1990, Lee Martin scored Manchester United's winner in the FA Cup final. And Martin's taste for the special occasion almost rewarded him with his first Rovers goal. There is a slight slope at the Memorial Ground, and the new goalposts are apparently 3 inches too high. Both sides had cause for complaints when John Jeffers' 25-yarder dipped under the bar for Stockport's equaliser. With the prolific Marcus Stewart sold to Huddersfield, Holloway needs to find a goal scorer if his team are to push for promotion. In a frantic finish, chances were made and missed. But nobody really seemed to care too much, not after 10 years of hard labour. On Saturday, Bristol Rovers had drawn the battle, but they finally won the war.
To be able to say that we are Bristol Rovers again, that fills me with pride, and I know it does them. And you know, I like to thank Bath City for what they did for us, but to be back in Bristol and Bristol Rovers again it's a fantastic feeling. And I know I'm going to treasure today, and I'm going to treasure the the opportunity of actually saying that there are two teams in Bristol again now.